Welcome back, everybody. I'm Giles, and this is Home Theater Fanatics. Tonight, we're doing something a little bit different. So the normal stream kicks off in about an hour, but right now, we're going to do a little bit of product work to get things going. So today's featured headphone is the Yamaha YH-E700 and we're going to do a live unboxing of this thing, and we're going to take a look at it, set it up, deal with the app, and the whole deal in hopefully 15 minutes or less. We're going to speed through this thing and see what we can do. I've got a bunch of technology set up on my desk tonight, and I think it's going to blow my mind as I try and figure out how to do all these things. It feels like I'm kind of mixing at a DJ station or something, but we're going to go ahead and jump right in. So Worldwide Stereo, and they're awesome, by the way, sent out a cool set of headphones for us to take a look at. And I'm going to do a little magic here, a little wah, 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 hocus pocus, and check this bad business out right here. So we can now top down on the unbox cam. So everybody, welcome. Give some applause for the unbox cam debuting today, which is really just a Logitech webcam that I kind of have hanging from the ceiling here. But you know, these headphones are pretty sweet. They retail at $350, and before we crack them open, let's take a quick look at the web page and see what these things have going on. So here we are. You know, the first thing I notice is that if you put them on and tilt your head down, they turn you into a model, right? So that's good, right? But you know, $349.95, and you know, that's not a terrible price at all, because these things are absolutely packed with technology. Now, I don't know anything about these yet, meaning that I've not opened them, I've not played with them. So you're seeing it pretty much as I'm seeing it. I did a little bit of research, and you know, I installed the app on my phone and those kinds of things to be ready for this. But you know, we're going at this thing together. Now, these are wireless, and they also come with a wire, as I understand it, so you can use them in wired or wireless mode. So they're absolutely Bluetooth capable. You know, I think that for people that travel, you know, the Bluetooth is great. So you can use them to do phone calls, microphone, and the whole deal, right? But they're also noise canceling, which also makes this another great candidate for travel, because one day we'll be able to travel again, and you're going to want to do that and use that feature. You know, get closer, not louder, cut the noise, not your music. So there's an app. We'll get to that. Battery, 35 hours. My assumption is that this is kind of at the lowest settings and everything else, and that's as far as they could stretch it out. But still, I think for most folks, 35 hours is going to be enough to get you from one charging session to another. Hands-free voice assistant. So I believe this means it works with Google or Alexa, those kinds of things. They swivel and fold up. We'll see that in a minute. They come with some accessories, and this really is just the cables. And this model comes, I think, with an airline adapter, which we'll see in a second. And like I told you before, they can also do wired listening. There's a setting where you can actually include ambient sound if you want to, because, you know, just looking at these look like they're not going to be the super big cups that go around your ears, but kind of sit on your ears a little bit. And sometimes I know those can really drown out the background noise. So the ambient sound feature seems pretty cool. You know, there are a couple of different models here that they compare these to, the YH-E500 and the YH-L700A, but we have the E700A. They come in black and white. Now with that's kind of the basics. So let's get back over here, look at this thing, and start the process. So here we go. Box is nice. You know, across the bottom it lists all the things that we talked about. It calls out Qualcomm OptX Adaptive, which is interesting. Bluetooth, high res, 35 hours, and noise canceling attenuation de bruit. I guess that's French. So let's see if we can get this thing open. All right. How does this? Okay, slides out, looks like. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Oh, look at that. These are bringing you, that's right, you four people that are watching right now, closer to the artist. Oh, it's one of these style. All right. Okay. That's awesome. And I guess if you're French, they keep that on the inside here for you. And then we'll move on to the actual unit itself. Now that's a pretty nice case. Zippered, nice and black. All right, and they do come all types of contorted. I mean, that is well contorted. Left and right clearly marked inside. Let's see if I can figure out how to fix this origami and get them into a position where they can be worn. All right, there we go. And a little tag here that has nothing of interest apparently. Okay, now there's I guess this little cup holdeth the other things. So we have, I guess, the normal complementary cable. So I guess this would be if you want to use it in wired mode, a normal 3.5 millimeter. And this looks like a TRRS. So it's tip ring, maybe. And we have Bluetooth C charging cable, and this also might be a transport. No, it's too short. So this is, I think, for charging only. This one obviously looks long enough they could string it off of something, but this is going to be too short. You couldn't plug this into a computer and use them at the same time. That will not be feasible. And then, hey, does this take anybody back to good times? Yeah, I like it too. This is a airline adapter for those that are not in the know. It splits things out into a right and left. And, I guess back in the 60s or whenever this thing was created, the airlines didn't want people using their own headphones, right? So they came up with this interesting little adapter and scheme so that folks would be forced to use theirs or rent them or spend some money and not bring their own toys to play. But we figured them out, right? Okay, so let's take a quick look at these guys. Yamaha symbol on the side. They're plasticky. I mean, it doesn't feel like, they're not super heavy, which I guess is good. Padded headband, some type of leatherette material, and they twist, they articulate here, and then let's see, they are the standard kind of expansion, and I guess that's kind of the biggest that you're going to get on somebody's head. But if you look at the cup size, they're round, so there's no additional shape to the cups. The padding seems nice. Now, let me compare these to the ones that I have on now, and these are the monoprice monoliths. So you can see what those look like from a cup design point of view. These oval ones I think are a little bit nicer. They barely get around my ears, so I don't think these will get around my ears at all. So let's I'm going to set my monitors to the side here, and we're going to see what this thing looks like as I put these on. So let's see what we're doing here. Left over here, right? All right. Let's see if I can show you a little bit of these. Yeah, I can't hear anything with these things on. They are, yeah. So they catch like the lobes of my ears at the bottom, but they're not small. I think anybody with a smaller head and smaller ears actually would be able to get your entire ear quite well inside of these cups. It's lightweight. They're not heavy at all. The clamp force doesn't feel too strong, but strong enough to hold. Wow, yeah, they really cut down on the sound. All right, so let's we're going to flip this back to top view, and I'm going to see if I can turn these on and deal with the app and get that going. All right, put this here back on with my monitor so I can hear what I'm doing. Oh, that's nice. Now, from buttons, there's a power button here. So I assume that we hold this. Remember, I'm figuring this out as we go. And we get some flashing, and then we get some blue flashing. And then these, I guess, are the volume, and then phone call, stop and resume, pause and resume, maybe answer phone. USB-C here, kind of hard to see with this light. You rotate those for you again real quick. And then on this side, an ANC button, and then your 3.5 millimeter plug. All right, so let's see if we can get these going with my phone here. So I took a quick peek at the instructions, and it asked me to go to settings, and then to Bluetooth, and then to look for these. Okay, and they show up here under other device. So maybe you can see that. and I can hear that the headphones are talking to me. They are saying something, and now I don't know if you can see it, but they are connected. Now let's see if we can find this app that I installed earlier. Oh, here we are. Okay, and this, I'll need to share this in a better way, but we're going to go ahead and see what we can do here, and see if it will function for us. Connecting to the headphones, pair request, yes. Here we go. And hey, look at that. Listening care on, listening optimizer on. We're going to allow some notifications there, and noise canceling is on. So let's cycle through this. There's a auto power off timer. That's nice. That's cool. Listening care off, listening optimizer off, noise canceling. Oh yeah, you can't see that at all. Sorry guys. And then you can do noise canceling will take you to noise canceling, ambient sound off, and then back to noise canceling. And then the only left and right functionality there is to get you to the auto power off timer. Now there is a menu up here at the top, and this shows you the version firmware update. That's kind of cool. You can update the firmware here. It says there's not enough charge remaining on the smartphone, charger to connect to another power source. And I'm at 40%. So it says that you have to be at 50% or more to deal with firmware updating, which is pretty cool. All right. So there's that. Now, since these are attached to my headphones, I'm going to pop over and let's see. I'm going to try and do a little title here and see if I can play this. So let me swap out of my headphones and I'll bring this back up so you guys can see me. Put these things on. All right. Yeah, dude, I hear absolutely nothing going on outside. This is super, super good times. And we'll see if we can play. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. They're absolutely playing. Good times. And while I'm listening to these, Facebook user says, "Woo, here we go." That's right. We're doing it right now. Mr. Miller says dude, I think I'm yelling with the music going on in here. Looks like the way the Sonys fold up. Mad Prana, he said cup size. Indeed, they're medium-ish cup size. How does the build compare to the Sony XM4 and Bose QC35? I've never touched the XM4s. The Bose QC35, probably pretty similar, although these are pretty lightweight. A lot of people will judge things by weight. Do they feel heavy? Oh, it's got to be really good. I kind of like my headphones to be lighter to an extent. I still want to know that they're on, but if they're too heavy, then they just bother me over time. And I think these will be okay. Now I need to spend a lot of time with them, but this is the first time I've had them on my head. But they seem to be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm listening to the music, and man, these things are rated, I believe, down to 8 hertz, and they're doing it. I mean, there's a lot of woo. It's a lot of bass. I'm listening to Pop Smoke by AP, which is just the first thing that came up on Tidal, and it's some pretty heavy bass rap, and it's cool. But these things are absolutely doing it. In the full review that I do, I'll take more critical listening time to check these out, and I'll be able to report back on how I think these compare to other higher end headphones. But these are going to be great for the features that I will want when I travel, specifically noise canceling, but you can turn ambient on if you want to. And that's a feature that not all have. So it's either on or off, and you can't really have a little bit of both worlds, and you can't go from one to the other. But then also the wireless feature, the good quality Bluetooth connectivity is great in 35 hours. So James Miller agrees. Lighter headphones are better. Any hint of sibilance? So let me here. I can try to do some stuff here. And let's listen to Feelings by Bryjean or Bryjean. I don't know who this is. This is completely new. All right, there's a lot of left right at the very beginning. And I mean it's definitely moving here with the mix. There's some bongo drums. Yeah. So no, I'm not getting that really harsh top end that I think you're talking about, like that old piezoelectric tweeter sound that's super on everything notes. So that's not. Now these are dynamic, and you could just look at them and tell that they're not planar magnetic. They're also closed back, and for most travel situations, you're going to definitely want closed back, which I really like. And they're also good at home because they don't disturb people as much as the open back. Now, obviously, open back in a planar magnetic headphone is really nice because you have plenty of open space and pressure doesn't cause problems. But these are dynamic, and I think in this style of headphone, this really is what you should expect, right? They're almost all dynamic. You don't see a lot of travel headphones with these capabilities, and it's got to be closed back when you start doing the noise canceling and that kind of stuff. So this is the kind of design that I think people would anticipate seeing. So I think this is a good overview of the headphone. Like I said, I'll do a full review on this later, but I did want to get these out so people could see them. And a special shout out to Worldwide Stereo. They sent these over for review. And this is, the first pair of Yamahas that I've ever had my hands on at home. And so far, so good. I definitely want to take some time to listen to them and be able to give the full report. But so far, things look good. The app control, maybe a little gimmicky. I don't know that you necessarily need the app to control those few things. But if you own them and you have a phone, why not? Because you could just be sitting there listening to music. Somebody walks up, you flip over, turn on ambient sounds and you can hear them or whatnot. But the firmware update functionality of that is probably where you'll find the most value. It might not be a daily driver kind of application for you, but when you want to update and that kind of thing, I think it'll be super cool from that point of view. Herman, hey, welcome, Herman. He has two headphones, open back, and earphones from Audeze. Right on. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that brand. I'll have to check those guys out. But yeah, there are folks that love the open back and folks that love the closed back, and there are different use cases, and then dynamic versus planar magnetic. And it really just it depends on what you're looking for in the particular use case, and the kind of price point that you're looking to achieve with your purchase. So like I said, thanks to Worldwide Stereo. Everybody, thanks for watching. Remember, today in about 40 minutes, we're going to go live and talk about the future of hi-fi and AV with Adam Somer of Somer Associates. Good guy, and he has his fingers in all kinds of technology. And I think you'll be very interested in hearing what he has to say about what he thinks is coming in the world of AV. Thanks, everybody. And I will catch you guys in about 40 minutes.